what's up? It is Kim back with you guys on Saturday with the new video because we are posting every Saturday or Sunday or anywhere in between. Yeah. So before I start this video, I would like to mention something about my last video that I made, which was my road to 100 subscribers, because we have 67 subscribers at the moment right now, as of what I know of. Maybe I have more at the moment, I don't know. It's about 67 subscribers, and we are trying to get to 100 by December 10th, which is my birthday. So guys, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my weirdness and craziness and all that stuff, make sure you subscribe so you can keep up to date with all my new videos that are either going to be on Saturdays or Sundays or anywhere in between, because it is very, 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 very appreciated if you guys could just go click the subscribe button, because it makes me happy, and if I'm happy, I post videos, and if I post videos, you're happy, and if you're happy, everything is okay. So yeah, anyway, today I decided to talk to you guys about my first experience in high school as a freshman, because that's when you start school. So pretty much I'm just going to give you how I felt in the first weekish of school. Right now it's like the 4th week of school, I think. And I'm going to tell you about my first week of school, how I felt, what was going on, pretty much. Pretty much on Monday when I first entered school, I was really nervous actually. I hadn't met any of my teachers. So I woke up in the morning at like 5:30. No, not 5:30, that's a lie, like 5:15. I woke up at like 5:15. I went to school, I went on the bus, I sat with my friend who's a neighbor across the street, and we talked blah blah blah, whatever, right? Then as I got off the bus, I'm just like, oh crap, I don't know where to go. I don't know if I have to go through this entrance or this entrance. I know one of them, all I have to do is turn right and my classroom's right there, and if I go to another one, I have to go all the way across the hallway. I went to this one, and that's the one that I had to go all the way down to the hallway to go to my classroom. So then I slowly picked up that I have to go in this one, so I could just turn right and never be late or anything like that, because people walk so slow. So I'm over here fidgeting with my locker. I'm just like, okay, I can't get my locker combination. I'm like, I thought it was 37, not 33. So I kept trying 37 and it wouldn't work. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. I go grabbing my book bag and I open up my thing, got my schedule out, what has my locker combination. There's like, oh, it's 33, not 37. My friend who's right next to me, who has the same homeroom as me and same first period, her locker's one locker down, but like they're so small. They're like this small, my lockers. And they expect us not to wear book bags in school. So I thought that was pretty stupid. They want us to wear strict book bags when we have so much work. And the lockers are this tiny, literally like this tiny. They're tall, but they're this tiny. And they have like a little cubby up here. My friend, she gets her locker combination, she goes in class. I'm coming in class like do. And then I see my first period teacher, who is also my homeroom teacher, who is also my English teacher, and she an honors English teacher, and she's just like, oh, she's really energetic and happy and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, this teacher is nice. Now, second period, it's my field hockey coach. Well, was going to be my field hockey coach if I would have chose my field hockey over soccer, but I didn't. I chose soccer over field hockey. And she always asks me questions like, oh, why didn't you go in? Why didn't you join field hockey? Why don't you join this? Blah blah blah. Just honors biology, my head just explodes pretty much. That's pretty much what happens when I'm in that class. I go sit down in that classroom with my little group of friends. Well, pretty much I knew everyone in that class, but people that I talked closer, I sat more around them, and so I'm sitting with them, and we're doing like some crazy stuff in bio. I'm like, my head is exploding when we had to draw an exact scale of the room. She would be like, okay, class, you have to make sure all the blocks are perfectly the same as on a scale. So it'd be like 6 blocks equals 1 meter. So I had to make sure if the room was 3 meters, I had to make sure I have to put 18 little blocks on this part of my paper that had to draw like a bird's view eye scale. So I had to do that, and if there was an indentation in the wall, it'd be like whatever, and it's just a pain in the butt. Then I went to third period, which is sex ed. Yeah. Then fourth is my lunch. I had the first lunch, and fourth lunch is kind of a little early. It's like 10 o'clock-ish, almost 11, but it's kind of a little early. I would have preferred if I had like 10. Fifth or sixth lunch, because they're more like when I eat lunch, like 11 to 12, 12 to 1. But whatever, we just get what we get. And pretty much, I was pissed off. Why? Because I'm walking to class, walking to lunch, really scared and nervous. I'm just like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. I don't have anyone to sit with at lunch. I'm like freaking out. I'm over here just like sitting down. I sit down. I'm just like freaking out because I know there's no one in my lunch. All my friends are either in 6 or 8 lunch. And I'm like really pissed off about that because I didn't have anyone. But then I find someone that I talked to, and she had a friend with her. And then I found out that one guy who's my 9th grade representative with me, Ron, he sits down with me. He also has a YouTube channel, but he decided not to tell me, which I'm kind of disappointed about. But we all sit in our little group with him. We also have a little kid named Justin. He's so cute and yeah. And we had lunch together. So I'm happy with my lunch now. I mean, like, it would have been nice if I would also have my friends, but I'm no doubt that, like, I do not regret having 4 lunch at all. Then I went to painting 1, and that class is like my favorite class in the entire world. Honestly, it's like the best class. It's with my art teacher from 3 years ago. When I was in 6th grade, she was my art teacher. She would teach us all the basic art stuff. Blah, 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 blah. We draw, color, whatever, paint, all that stuff. And she moved when I went into 7th grade. She went into the high school. And I hadn't seen her for 3 years. And then the one class I have with her is painting. And she remembered me. And I was like really happy. I also have good friends in painting, so I'm not bothering about that one. Painting's so much fun. Then after that is Spanish class, Spanish 2. And Spanish 2 is really weird. A teacher she's Spanish herself. So we don't have a teacher who's white and she just learned 7 years of Spanish or whatever. We actually have a Spanish teacher, so she actually knows what she's saying. And she would be like, and then we'd all just be like, well, not me, but most people who don't know Spanish, which is just me, pretty much just me and the girl in front of me, who's my neighbor. Everyone's just like, what is she saying? I'm just like, she said take out a pencil and your notebook so we could start writing notes, blah, blah, blah. We started that, and we had quizzes every Friday, which is like mind-blowing. Then after Spanish class, we have honors biology, no. After Spanish class, we have honors geometry, which is with a guy. And he reminds me of my Algebra 1 teacher in 8th grade because I'm taking advanced classes because, you know, I'm ahead of everybody else. Most people, like, there's 10th graders who are in my geometry class, which will technically mean I'm, like, kind of ahead of them because I'm younger than them and taking the same class. But only because maybe some of them didn't have the opportunity for whatever, but you know what I mean. But I have honors geometry, and honors geometry would be like the second best class. Like in the beginning, I was actually really nervous because I didn't know if he was gonna be like my Algebra 1 teacher, how he'd be really strict about everything, and we wouldn't have any reviews or anything like that. I feel like really he was gonna be like that. But then he turned out to be really, really nice, and he actually gives us reviews and stuff like that. I'm just like, you're so kind. Like, why did I have you as my Algebra 1 teacher? But I'm not gonna lie, my Algebra 1 teacher was like, I miss him because he was like, yes. He was just yes. He's the one who got me to pass my Keystones. So, thumbs up for him. If you're watching this, probably not. But if you're watching this, you know who I am. I know who you are. Thank you. And for my geometry teacher, pretty much I sit down, it's alphabetical order, but I sit next to like really cool people that I know. 3 of them are sophomores, 3 of them are freshmen, which are my friends. One sits behind me, one sits right next to me, like this way. And then the freshmen sit, like the sophomores sit over here because it's alphabetical order and that's how it is. But it's our little clique in honors geometry, and it was so funny because we started talking about like, you know what I mean? We just started talking about stuff. And it's like so much fun. And then we also help each other with our homework and all that stuff. And yeah, I probably should do that too. Didn't finish it because I had a game yesterday. Oops. But then we have all the... And that's pretty much my classes. Like honors geometry and painting are my top 2 classes because there is so much fun. Like we were literally arguing over math. In honors geometry, we were literally arguing over math, and it was the funniest thing ever. We're trying to be like, no, it's this, no, it's this, no, it is this, no, it is so much fun. It's funny and it's kind of weird because I don't want my life to be rounded around arguing about math, because no. But anyways, guys, if you liked the video, if you were just a freshman and you had like your first couple weeks of school already and you were nervous on your first day of school, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, because it actually helps all the time. Every time you give a video a thumbs up, it makes me happy. Every time you give a video a thumbs down, it just makes me feel like I have to improve on something. Also, if you're not already subscribed, go subscribe, because I want to get to 70 by the end of September, and then I want to try to get to 100 by December 10th. And if we do, woo, that would be absolutely fabuloso, because why not? And I hope you guys all have an outstanding, beautiful, perfect, great Saturday, and then I'll see you guys next Saturday or Sunday or anything in between. And go check out my gaming channel. Link will be in the description below. And yeah. Also, my road to 100 subscribers will be in the description below. So, peace out. I'll see you guys later and have a great Saturday.